Everybody, welcome back to our part 3 of the components of a successful manager or entrepreneur, if you will. A manager's not just there to manage the week to week, day to day, and just have a project list. They're actually there to help enhance and solidify a overwhelmingly positive company culture. See, a manager runs the rules and regulations, if you will, runs the pace of the car, the direction we go in and when. A leader and CEO is bringing in the next new tomorrow, is figuring out what we need to be doing and where we need to be 6 months out. They're creating on the future. They're bringing in new staff. They're leading. They're motivating. They're just really embarking upon new footprints in the sand that haven't been made, right? But this part 3, I am going to go and focus on one of the most leading tools, one of the most successful tools we've ever put out there in terms of management, in terms of actually holding the doors on the bus or on the Jeep. My daughter's got this really cool Jeep with a 3-inch lift, and it was a beautiful Memorial weekend here, and she just took doors off, tops off, and made me think of that. So we got to keep the doors on our business. We have to keep everybody marching in the same direction, everyone rowing at the same pace, so we can be successful in helping the patients in our community, the referral sources in our community, and building the culture within our organization. So that's what a manager's thought is. How many more people can I bring in and help? How many more people can I build our brand with, can learn about the good deeds that we're doing here? How can I help our referral sources in our community? And how can I further develop our company culture so that people are just raving about being here and they would never leave over $1 an hour or something like that, which I hear about all the time, people leaving over money. Nobody should be doing that. I mean, of course, if somebody comes in 20, 30 grand higher than what you're paying, I wouldn't blame somebody, but what are they going to be asking them to do, right? Probably not going to be good. So if you are that manager and you've gone through part 1 and part 2 of this YouTube series, you're now on to part 3, and I'm going to give you the biggest tool that we've got in terms of managing successfully. It makes it super easy for you to do. It's called a MAP. It's called a management action plan. And all of you thousands of owners and PTs that we've worked with going all the way back to 2006 to now have learned about management action plans. And you're hopefully, my fingers are crossed, that you're all working with those. You're all running on those. That is my hope and desire. For those of you who are hearing about this for the first time, reach into us. I can get you on a startup accelerator course or a CEO course, just one-off things for the cost of 2 patients. You're in and done. If you want the full enchilada, you can do a full platinum plan, gold plan. You can get our compliance program, our pay for performance models, our systems, our CEO training, our recruiting, our hiring, our marketing, our billing, all of it, and all my handouts and my full policy and procedure manual dumped into your email. Well, not really. You get to link to it through our web-based program and download whatever you want and pirate it all. But that's not why I'm here to be talking to you on YouTube today. I just wanted to give you that insight as to how it all works. That's how we help. I want you to understand what a management action plan is. A management action plan is a tool that you pull out. It's on Google Drive or whatnot. You don't need to use paper anymore, right? And you ask your management team or your full-time players to fill out every Monday morning and turn it in before noon. It says, what actions are you going to take this week that, if done, will raise the conditions in your area? In other words, your conditions in your area are solely dependent upon your statistics. Your statistics are measuring your products. Your products are the results of your doingness. So let's track through this again. Let's say I'm talking about a front desk coordinator or an office manager, someone who's working that front desk. I have that on the brain because we're developing this virtual front desk and we're constantly refining it. I will release it when I can sign off on it. I cannot sign off on it just yet. It needs a little more refinement. That front desk coordinator has multiple duties and tasks. Over-the-counter collected, meeting and greeting, scheduling, rescheduling, unbilled lists, hold lists, cancellation, no-show fees and lists, right? Advance appointments, like confirming advance appointments through the automated systems, getting the information to the IVO. Maybe they are the insurance verification officer and they're verifying benefits, which some people have them doing that. Front desk coordinators, main responsibilities, patient registration. Sometimes they also wear insurance verification, authorization, reauthorization. Oof, that's a lot for one person, but yeah, it is what we can afford to do, right? We got to pay, and it's hard to pay more people. So let's say that's that person. So that's their doing this. Do, right? Take over credit card payments, all that stuff. Reconcile the daily journal. Great. Front desk doing this. If they think because you hired them and you didn't manage them appropriately in their onboarding process, because you did new hire orientation, but then you got to onboard them to their posts so they're performing satisfactorily. And then after 90 days, now you can invest in their professional enhancement. That's the way our system's set up. We train you how to professionally onboard, orient them to being a good employee into your company. When that phase is done, then you move into post onboarding for their posts so that they learn all the tools and skills and talents necessary to do the job satisfactorily or better. And then once they show that they're a keeper, then you invest the tricks of the trade on how to be in the top 10% of that position. And that's what we call professional enhancement. That's how I have it set up. That's how I hope you're doing it with your person. So let's say you've done that and they're now doing their job and they understand they're not there to exchange time for money. You're the manager. You're the manager. Your job is to tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, as a result of everything you do today, what should we have? What is the have? What is the product as a result of all your actions of doing this today? Every single employee, no matter what position they're in, should know their products because that's what their statistics are measuring, right? This shouldn't be mysterious. They should absolutely know that, but it's your responsibility to make sure that they know that. And if they don't, that falls back on you. And it's no wonder you feel like you're adult babysitting. I mean, that's quite honestly how it's going to feel because I didn't know I was supposed to do that. I didn't know that was my job and responsibility. I didn't know you wanted me to do that. Well, who else was going to do it? Well, I don't know. You never made it a part. Is this not in writing, everybody? Is this not on an Excel spreadsheet where you're having sign off and initials, dates, and times when people learn it and they've mastered it? You need these things documented and you need this as a formal process. That's why a learning management system is so important because you can't rely on somebody to emphasize the same thing the right way every time, consistently, all the time. That's why Mag Academy exists. It's a learning management system. I can tell you once you're on that system, every hire, every single time, 100% of the time, here's the same thing, same message, correctly, appropriately, with the right emphases every single time. So nobody can ever say to you, I didn't know that was my job. I didn't know that was my responsibility, because you can customize it, make sure that it's all built in there. Anyways, I digress. So once they know their job, once they know they're doing this, once they know the results they're supposed to be getting as a result of them doing these actions, now they can track it statistically. And we want to see that their stats are going up each and every week. That brings me to my management action plan. The management action plan, if you will, is the report card on the actions that are to be done on a week-to-week basis. But it's so much better than that because you're not giving it to them as a manager where they're like, oh, okay, one more thing for me to fill out, one more thing for me to do. Yeah, well, you're always putting things on my plate. That's not how this flow goes at all. They have the management action plan. They own it. They take it off the cloud or go to Google Drive or whatever, and they fill it out every Monday and say, as a result of my actions this week, here's the things that I'm going to get accomplished this week. Okay. And it can never, ever be a to-do list. Got to go to Staples and get a toner cartridge. Have to, I don't know, sort these things out. I'm blanking. I have to go buy more paper at Walmart for the copy machine. Look, those are simple things that have to get done. That's part of the doing this, but those actions aren't going to raise the conditions in the area. They just have to be done to keep the place functioning and rolling forward. I'm talking about things that they're going to do on their action plan that as a result of it being done, things are going to go up, such as we'll double check the cancellation no-show list, and I will do cluster booking by Wednesday to free up open slots late Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to pull more people off the cancellation no-show list with the intent of landing 5 new people in this week's schedule. Okay, that's a perfect example. That action of going through the waiting list, understanding the doingness, the skill, the talent that we've taught you through Meg Academy of cluster booking. You understand what that means. You know how to do it. You do the cluster booking. opens up the ability for you to pull 5 people off your wait list in that week. Boom, that gets you over 100% percentage of kept appointments, right? You could literally be over 100% percentage of kept appointments. You started the week with 100 people on your schedule, you end the week with 105, right? Super, like awesome, like perfect. That's exactly, you are well-trained individual. I'm managing you really well. I'm feeling pretty good about myself. So the way I'm doing it is because they're putting these things on their management action plan. And because it's web-based, it's there. I can go check on it every Wednesday and see as they've been completing their tasks through the week, they're marking them off, pending, completed, in progress. I mean, we use ClickUp for our management action plan. It's an app. Go search that out. It works pretty well. There's a lot of others, but you need to have some sort of software that makes it simple and easy, or just use Google Drive. But I like ClickUp because it's in real time. I can see pending, open cycle, finish cycle, blah, blah, blah. Now I can see at the end of the week on Friday, they had 8 things on their list, 7 were done. Well, the one that wasn't done, I expect that trickles over into next week's management action plan, first on the list. And then they found 5 other things that they're going to do that's going to raise the conditions in their area for this week. Now, isn't this funny when you think about how easy this management is? It's a tool. It's a device that they fill. It's a software form, however you want to form it. I mean, we have it all shaped up so that you can do either one. You can use ClickUp as a software, or we can give you the form you can use on Google Drive. It doesn't matter. But the tool gets filled out on Monday. It gets policed on Wednesday. You don't have to go asking, how are you doing with that? Where are you with this? What did you get done? None of those questions are asked because I can just go in and see it, see where they're at, and then I can shoot them like, hey, you need help with that? I see that this is falling behind. Don't wait till Friday and miss your deadline. Ask for help if you're in need of it. And bam, management over, 30 seconds. Then on Friday, I have full accountability. See, that's what the management action plan is about. Full accountability. Full accountability. You start putting that in every week, you're going to have staff that are going to like, man, I like it here. I get what's expected of me. I get that I do my day-to-day job, but I go above and beyond on my management action plan. I'm accelerating. My job's easier because I am an accelerated performer. My job is easier. I don't feel like a chicken with my head cut off here. I don't feel like my boss is breathing down my throat and micromanaging me. Zero micromanagement. It's autonomous management through the use of tools. So this part 3 was all about management action plans and how vitally important they are and how unbelievably effective it will be in your clinic. You're going to kick back and have so much more free time as the owner because it's just all rolling around in front of you. You're just all moving through the pipeline. You're seeing it. But guess what? If you didn't do part 1 and part 2, good environment, good structure, good hiring, good systems of operation, letting them know how they're being measured through their 64 key statistics and knowing what their products are, knowing what their doingness is. If you haven't defined all that, if you haven't enhanced your staff's personal skills, ability to conflict resolute, ability to confront others while remaining comfortable and in manners, if you haven't done part 1 and 2, don't expect them to execute well with the tools. Look, a Corvette in a 7-year-old's hand is dangerous. But if I took that 7-year-old and I spent 2 weeks training them how to drive, I would go with them anywhere. You want to go to Walmart? Yeah, everybody wants to go to Walmart. Take Corvette. Let's go. I'll just put some blocks on the pedals. I'm ready to ride with you. So that's it. I hope you like the energy that we have here. That is what Meg is all about. It's all about looking at the positiveness of physical therapy and our healthcare models and in our community, because I believe physical therapy as a profession is the #1 profession in the whole wide world. And I believe that with the right tools, the right people, and the right training, you can live the life of a practice owner that you've always envisioned for yourself. And we're here to help you reach that. So check out our website, get with me. Let's do a 1-hour chat. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm just going to try to understand where you are, where you want to go. If I have services that you like as a result of that conversation, you want to take advantage of, let's do it together. Let's join and let's have you part of our thing. PTs helping PTs. If not, then I've given you some tips for success, and I hope you're going to run with it and be doing just the best you can with what you got. So that's it, everyone. See you soon. Hope you enjoy the YouTube channel. Comment below. I want to hear from you, and subscribe.